Today we're going to be talking about the hidden history of how your birthmark might have got you accused of witchcraft in 17th century England. In 17th century England, one of the things that made authorities pretty darn sure that you were a witch were if you had a weird looking birthmark. These weird birthmarks were known as witches' marks or devil's marks, and the reason behind them gets even weirder. The 17th century authorities believed that witches operated through their familiars, and familiars were demons that had taken on the shape of some kind of animal to assist the witch. The witch herself didn't have any power, the power came from the demons or the devil. In modern day stories of witchcraft, that idea of the familiar has translated into the classic black cat. However, in 17th century England, it could be anything, whether that be a dog, a toad, a hare. But in order for the familiar to do the witch's bidding, then it would have to be fed by the witch, and its particular diet was witch's blood. So this leads us to why the authorities were looking for weird birthmarks on a witch's body. They believed that this witch's mark or devil's mark was actually the place where the familiar would be feeding from on the witch. So if you were accused of witchcraft, then the authorities would make you strip completely naked whilst they examined your entire body looking for a witch's mark or a devil's mark. If they found one, then they would take a long pin, such as this one, and they would stab your birthmark with this pin. The idea was that if it was really a witch's mark or a devil's mark, then you would feel no pain. However, of course, this wasn't always decisive because it was very easy to pretend you were in pain. So even if you experienced great pain when you were stabbed with this pin, the authorities probably wouldn't have believed you. So let me know below how many of you would have been counted as witches in 17th century England.